Tell me who's getting on my love? Who's getting on my love? Tell me who's getting on my time? All of that used to be mine. Oh, who did you teach what I taught you? Why did I give her my nickname? I don't like thinking about it. I swear that it's wearing me down. But tell me who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine?
Alright, so we're back. You feel me? Where we left off? R. Kelly, right?
R. Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, so the version he made a remix to it, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, the way I look at it, I separate the lifestyle from the artist. What he got going on, that's his business.
But it's to a certain extent,
but the music,
a lot of artists
still fire.
Live their lives and put it into music. So that's where you really can't separate it, because he be talking about the stuff that he does.
It's nothing but number, freaky ass.
Yeah.
And that goes back
Bump
to
and grind.
Oh my gosh.
Aaliyah,
sorry.
Freak ass nigga.
Sorry,
like age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
Shorty was not even a teen.
She was 15.
She was like 15.
Oh, 15.
He married her and all that.
But even that, that's crazy to me. Like, it's no, and
but you gotta realize
the parents are just as bad. Like all the parents
are bad. But you gotta realize during that, or I think during that time, or like it
really wasn't a
age
number. But it was about money. It wasn't even about the age.
It was money for real. Yeah.
It was just about the money. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was gonna jump his status, help her out in the long run as well too. But look where she is now. Was it worth it?
That shit was nasty.
It really started with him.
That shit is nasty. Like, I love R. Kelly to death, but anytime a song comes on, I skip him because I have sisters. You feel me?
Oh,
and like,
yeah, I respect that. Yeah.
Just imagine a 10-year-old with a grown-ass adult that's 30 plus, just out and about by themselves.
I watched the documentary.
I did. That shit was crazy.
Yo, I watched it too. So it's just like, you're telling me all the people that were surrounding him, the bodyguards, all those people are willingly willingly going to elementary school.
That's crazy.
For potential new stars.
That's crazy.
One of the
that's insane.
One of the bouncers who was talking about it, he was like, "Yo, Kels used to tell me like, go over here, go to the high school," and he used to be like, "Yo, right there," and he'd be like, "Yo, point and go after her," and you know, as a bouncer, he's like, "Yo, word, Kels, like right there." He's like, "Yeah, I like it. Go get it." Like, that's
but they're
crazy.
still wrong too.
That's nasty word.
I feel like
he broke it down. He was like, "Yo, I like her over there. Go get her."
Them going on the documentary, I feel like that was just another check too, because at the end
you should be
the day,
arrested too.
Never stepped in to say that this was wrong.
Nah, facts.
You never did that.
And
some of them,
other celebrities that were talking about it, I feel like they knew.
Of course.
But they gave such a bullshit answer or bullshit response, saying like, "Oh my god, I never knew this." Blah, blah, blah.
I wasn't aware.
I was friends with him, but he never told me about it.
Nickelodeon scandals.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Talking about some like, oh yeah, like I never knew my child was going through this, etc.
Fuck out of here. You put him in that shit. What are you talking about?
Like what?
Like, come on.
That don't make no sense.
I like how you brought up.
A lot of it is bullshit though.
I like how you brought up Nickelodeon, because there was a Nickelodeon star, the girl from iCarly, the little blonde chick.
Yeah.
Sam.
Oh yeah, Sam.
So
Big dog.
She had a whole book about it. You know, the industry and everything. And then she got beef with her mother.
What's the youngest girl from Daddy's Little Girls? Is her name China?
She's a Christian now. Yeah,
oh yeah, but
she stepped away from Hollywood because of all that.
Mad nasty shit.
Yeah. There's something going on. There's something going on in Hollywood.
That's clear, but it's based off on money. It's not Hollywood. It's celebrities. No. It's just any place that has money. Miami. People anywhere.
But there's not enough crowd. They're not really talking about Miami like that. They're talking about Miami, but it's Hollywood itself. When those fires are going on,
straight nasty work.
Like that's basically like the Bible reference.
Because all these celebrities are scattered all over.
But they always meet up in one spot
because of casting and stuff like that. But I don't even want to specify Hollywood. I'm gonna say celebrities. I'm gonna say people with status and money. Because they're the ones manipulating the system. Period. Because there could be a whole bunch of people in Hollywood that are not part of that industry who are just living everyday lives, but they have the money, but they don't put themselves into those type of positions. They know what's right from wrong. People,
I agree. Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah,
At a certain
I agree
age,
with that.
I feel like too. At a certain age, you just know when shit is wrong.
That's
Like,
true.
like
Yeah, Thursday.
Some people see
But
money
the-
and they don't.
by the
Don't
time
matter
you're
the age.
18, you know right from wrong.
I'm still
Like,
gonna bump R. Kelly though in the car, but I won't bump it like.
I love R. Kelly to death, but I can't
I'll
do
probably
it.
bump it with other people.
I can't even say
It's
that
just-
I've
I'll give like a warning.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
I
can I
can't.
play
Like,
this?
I can't do it. Like,
Can I play
like-
Ignition? To, you know what I'm saying?
I'm giving you an example.
I
Yeah, this is
when
a-
I hear it, and it was surprising because I was pulling up to my homeboy's house one day, and the neighbors, and this was in Linden,
what?
the neighbors blasting R. Kelly, and I'm like,
Wait,
you know, I'm over here recording myself.
What song was
it's
it?
Just the fact that it wasn't Ignition, but it was one of like those older.
Okay,
songs.
I just had to
See,
make
if
sure.
it was Ignition, I'll be like,
Nah,
yo,
like-
that's a classic.
Like, let me give you an example. I have a playlist that's
Believe I Can Fly. That's
for them
fire.
like good times. You
That's a
feel
great
me?
song, bro.
I got a nice little playlist or whatever, and there's a lot of songs on there that are R. Kelly, right?
But
And I
you know,
always skip them because I'm just like, you're a nasty nigga, bro. Like, I have sisters, I have a mom, I have cousins. Like, I just
World's
can't
Greatest.
do it. Like,
That's another-
granted,
that's a good song. That's a good
he's a
song.
great
That's a good song.
artist, forever will be a great artist. But after what he did, I can't fuck with the music.
I separate the
Hold on,
lifestyle. You know what I'm
sweetheart.
saying? Separate the lifestyle.
Carl, you're losing me right now.
What?
Me too.
You're really losing me.
Yo, I
He love him.
I look at it like
Yeah.
this. No. I look at it like this. He got good hits. You gotta, but I understand.
Nobody's not saying that he doesn't.
I understand.
But he's a nasty
you
man.
standing behind him.
I'm not standing behind-
No.
no.
My man just talking. Like,
I'm a
you're,
booger.
He's a nasty nigga, bro. He's a nasty
But
nigga.
his songs is fire though. Like,
You're right.
Okay, but I don't know.
we're not
This
talking
is
about my
true.
kid. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the problem with
My
niggas.
kid would not be.
That's the problem with niggas, bro.
Nah,
I
come on.
don't know. This could be very controversial.
Mhm.
I personally feel like when the whole Rihanna and Chris Brown situation,
She hit him
happened-
first.
Yeah, and baby, I'm not gonna
I still was
dishonor
bumping.
that.
I was bumping both of them.
Okay, but I feel like Chris Brown got a lot of more hate for so long
Definitely. Still does now.
compared to R. Kelly, who is literally sitting
He still does now.
doing the time.
Yeah.
Last year, he's supposed to be
No,
in an NBA game, and they said nah. And I'm like, that's fucked up.
personally,
It's been 5+ years, bro. Let
I
that
just
shit go.
like his music. What he do, keen on girls, just that and the third.
She could have moved. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
but are we
Sorry.
going to talk about the Boondocks episode? And that was real
That was
life.
funny
She
as
said
fuck. That was
like
funny
she was
as
going
fuck.
for it.
Right.
So at that point, for that situation, I don't like to speak on that situation because, but still, she still was a kid.
If I see P,
Going
I
for
move.
money.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool.
That's weird.
Back in the day, it wasn't about the age.
That's still weird, though.
So it is
She's a
weird.
child.
But she sat on the stand and
Yeah.
said she allowed this to happen.
That shit was funny.
You
You gotta
can't
admit.
even
I move.
say nothing about that. You can't. Compared to the other parents' kids who are fighting, oh my God, you put my
Yeah.
kids through stress.
That's
That
your
one
fault.
girl in the documentary who didn't want to leave R. Kelly. She just had, it's called Stockholm Syndrome, where you don't want to leave
Oh,
your
yeah, you
loser.
don't want to lose. Yep.
That's what she went through because at this point, she's about to be a grown woman.
Grown as hell.
She already endured it. But what I feel like really concerning, and it just goes back to women could really be naive, his wife. Having to Google the fact that she didn't understand that she was being abused. Shorty, you gotta ask security to use the bathroom in your
That
own house.
ass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wicked. Yeah.
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 And
She had
in
to
the
ask-
doc.
She had to ask when to eat, this, that, and the third. Yeah, there
When to
Everything.
pee, when to do anything.
They said
during,
the whole house was
they
set up
said
with
during-
all the women, well, the
Yeah.
girls and his wife,
I think
and security's all over, and you have to
Yeah.
talk
All
to
the windows
security
were like
to
boarded up and
I
shit. It was some
remember
wild shit.
once there was a scene, right? They was talking about it like Kels was like at a party. They was having a party or something. And then I think she came in the room and he was like, yo, what are you doing? And she was like, can I get some food? He was like, didn't I tell you like not to come out here when there's people, this, that, and the third?
Yeah,
If you
I
want
remember
food,
that.
you tell the security, like that's how it was.
That's
Like, your
crazy.
own wife.
Yeah, that's
Your
crazy
own
work.
wife. And
Crazy
it's like she even knew that there were other women in the house, but like, what say did she have?
Nothing.
And I'm pretty sure she was getting physically abused too. But overall, the fact that you had to Google that you were being abused, that just really shows like you don't even know. But I don't understand how you could think that.
Just so lost in the sauce that you don't understand the shit. Yeah, you don't understand. Yeah,
like,
you don't comprehend it.
If my parents did that to me, that's neglect. That's abuse.
Yep.
And you're allowing that from a grown man
I
that you started bottom up for.
If y'all want to listen to it, we're gonna put the description on the thing, and then y'all can listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I think he killed on it, but it's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I would have been left.
No.
Nah, chill. But because I fuck with Michael Jackson. That's my man.
You were a good man. I can't wait for you to get married. But if you and your future shorty see this, like, what's up? Like,
fuck that.
Like I said, I separate the lifestyle from.
But you always can't though, because in his songs, it's underage woman about the songs, and he made it underage woman. He peeing on.
I know.
And enjoy it.
He loved them, the youngins. Them youngins.
Oh, youngins. I thought you said minions.
Youngins.
What's the other? And then we go to the top.
Burna Boy.
Okay, thank you, because you've seen me.
Shayo.
So basically, and this is no hate for Burna Boy. I love his music, love his performance at concerts, even though I haven't been. I've seen a lot, and he has the energy.
Facts.
But personally, I feel like him getting on the remix for that Haitian song, sorry guys, I
didn't
can't
need
think about it, the name of it on the top of my head. We'll put it in.
I think it's called Four Cop.
Four Cop, but it's in Creole, so that's not how you pronounce it.
I mean,
yeah. So
they know.
Y'all know what song we're talking about.
If you know, you know.
And it's a lot of controversy about if he should have been on the remix or et cetera, et cetera. I understand. Because the artist, he's not as popular as Alan Kav. He's not popular as Kayla and me. That's understandable. But I feel like that should have just been for him because it was a banger. People are still playing it till this day, even though it's a couple months old. People are still saying that it's going to be the summer song.
Yeah, it is.
And so it's just like, why did you need to, let alone, I feel like it's more so about culture. You could have got another Haitian person to get on it.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, because you already hit your stats for it.
Who would you want
as far as like
another Haitian artist?
Yeah, another Haitian artist. I can't really give any because, you know, they try to keep us really exclusive. But like the typical, I seen Alan Kav looking real young. Real fine. Alan Kav, USA. Vamos con tu call, okay? But anyways, besides that,
translation, she was like, "Give me a call."
I got the gist.
Right? Okay.
But nah, seriously, I just feel like it was just about culture appreciation, and it wasn't given that. I
look at it like this: he's seen the opportunity, he's seen the hype,
it ran with it,
and he's like, "Yo, let me hop on this." It's basically what Drake be doing sometimes too.
That's understandable.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, if he sees.
But Drake be using.
Sometimes you leave things by yourself, though. It's kind of like when. What's that song?
Because he still has other popular songs, but that was the one that. Really,
that was his hit song, yeah.
The one with Low Shimmy for me. Brent didn't need to be on there. Same thing.
Which one?
For me with Brent Fayez remix. They need to be on there. He needed to be on there, but because it's Brent, they did it. So it's kind of the same thing. There's a name you want to remix. He's hot the moment you go for it.
So I think Burna Boy, all these other artists, if they know it's like a big song, they're gonna take the opportunity.
That's very true. But back to what I didn't like about it. There was a comment that just really stuck out to me for this one lady who said,
"You know her name?
Huh?
You know her name?
Nah,
call her out.
Nah, I wouldn't really call her out. No funny. Talking about y'all realize there's an original and this is the remix. Like, you don't have to listen to it. That's not the point. That's literally not the point. Because that song with Burna Boy is now going to take over.
Because Burna Boy
shouldn't though. It shouldn't.
You're saying it shouldn't,
but it is.
Yeah.
But why?
Because he's the
you
bigger
gonna
face.
go to the club this summer? Guess what version is gonna be
You
played?
the remix version.
Because he's the bigger artist. That's why.
The original.
maybe you go into the club to the DJ to tell him what to play. No,
you can't.
you're not
Well,
doing
I'm not
that.
a girl,
Maybe
I
at your
guess.
little, maybe at your little kickback, you running the music.
I can't.
You can't go to the DJ and tell him what to play. He already has his
We're not
playlist.
dating. I fucked up. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't get the memo. My bad.
Don't piss me off, Carl.
Nah, but it's true. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's a lot of songs that we have that don't need to be remixed, but because it's in the moment, they do
They
shit.
go for it.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this song hard.
True.
And it's like, yeah, the original's still better.
And then, but I think about the money that's being put into it. I'm not a music artist. I don't make music. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know what is being put into that.
A lot.
I know
A lot of
for
money.
Sure, he had to make a good offer for Burna Boy.
I fuck
Well,
with both of them.
yes and no, because
But
maybe
moving
it's actually
forward,
cool
I
outside
think,
of what we see.
I gotta
You never
listen to
know.
it.
That's true.
You
I
never
gotta
know.
listen to it. I gotta
Because
listen
there's
to
a lot of artists that we think aren't
I'm
cool.
a-
In reality,
I
they
don't know.
mad
That's why
cool.
it's like, oh, he Haitian out. Okay.
Oh, he was?
It's a Haitian song, so
No,
he
no,
has to speak correct.
I thought he was gonna do his own thing.
Nah.
Because you know that's how it is. Because when Drake comes on the song, he does his own thing.
But that's Drake.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake.
Drake's different.
We not gonna follow behind Drake. Drake is Canadian. We're
Eh?
cultured.
Okay.
The bad things.
Alright. Y'all ready for the topic?
The boy.
Alright. The topic today is who has more dating privilege? Men or women? Alright. So we're gonna pack it, you know what I'm saying? You making faces already.
I'm not. My wife looked at me. I'm smiling.
I appreciate that. Alright, cool, but you know what I'm saying? We go squash that, alright? You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Alright.
Who has more dating?
It's obviously, man.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright.
Honestly, I don't know because it's tough on both ends. To be honest,
We're gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? This is why we're here. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
because it can
So
really.
you want to start off with that, or you have the question?
No, first question. It's
Yeah.
obviously men though, but first question. You feel me?
Okay.
It's probably women for real.
All right.
Probably women.
First question. Who gets approached more in dating, men or women?
In 2025, big mamas,
I'll say
we
women.
stepping. Oh, thank you. We stepping. We don't have time for y'all to be iffy and all that extra. We gonna make our move. We're tired of it.
But I feel like it's.
I love the energy.
I feel like it's also men too, but it's
It's men, bro.
But it's because
Men approach women more?
women don't know how to give the right signals. That's the problem.
I just want to know who gets approached more in dating. Men
Women.
or women?
Oh, who gets approached more?
More, yeah.
Women.
I feel
Women.
women get.
Oh,
Women.
All right. Yeah, it's women. No,
He talking like
No.
it's a fact.
Yeah,
no, it's a. Come on,
But
it's
I mean,
women.
but we're in a new era. We don't
Barely.
rely on men to actually.
Why
approach.
not? Why?
Yes,
why
I do.
not?
I don't.
Not affect, but
Why not?
I just think y'all rather somebody be confident in
We can
what
be
they
confident
want.
all we want. We can be
And what they
confident all we
want. Because
Listen,
a lot of
you
times
can be
as
confident, but maybe you just not your cup of tea. What is it?
I feel like a lot of times too, women don't give the signal to tell us because they're
I
bad
agree.
on signaling. So you might be flirting with me and I don't know because it's the first time we're speaking or something or talking. Now I go home and you might to the group chat. Damn, this nigga didn't ask my number on my
Yeah.
Instagram. And it's like how I know you trying to give me your gram or something if the whole time there's small talk and there's nothing to indicate you want me.
That's true.
True.
I feel like for me, go ahead, Mama.
So why not approach anyway? Like, especially if you're feeling the woman, is it more so because like you don't care for the rejection, you don't want to be embarrassed? Because I appreciate initiative and confidence, even if let's say I wasn't given the signal. As long as let's say I'm not interested, I'm like, hey, like no, like I'm not interested, and you're respectful about that. It's different if I say no, I'm not interested, and then you're like, oh well, why not? You get aggressive, and then you keep asking me. But there's that chance you come up to me and I find you attractive and I'm open to exploring more. And the whole time you could have lost that chance just because we didn't give a signal.
So
I'm gonna
is
say
it the
why.
first thing that you see is looks, or just how the way he came about? Like,
I'm gonna say why people. I'm gonna say why you don't approach all the time is because sometimes y'all responses be disrespectful. Like I've seen it happen firsthand where a guy's
But that's
nice
entitled women.
and
So you
honest.
can't do that
No,
for
not
everybody.
everybody,
Mhm.
but it's a fear factor in men.
How do I know that?
When you've encountered somebody, it's like, oh hell no, fuck no,
Because if I'm
just
feeling
not
good,
respectful,
if I'm
and
feeling
then
good about
now
myself, right? Think about it like this: if I'm feeling good about myself, I just gas myself up. This, that, and the third. I just came from the gym. This, that, and the third, right? And I'm feeling lucky, and I want to come up and talk to you.
the worst you can say is no.
I feel like
The
that's
worst you,
like
You know what I'm saying?
the worst you can say is no, but it's
How do
not the
I
truth.
know that you're not approachable? Like, you know
I
what
feel
I'm
like that's a 25% chance on the sense of like 75 you'll make it, but you have to tell by how the woman looks. Some women have resting bitch faces.
Exactly.
That scares.
So you
That
can't
scares
really
us.
take that. Yeah,
It
and
do
I
scares us.
understand that.
But what if that nigga feeling
I have
leaky
a
and
resting
he still
bitch
want
face.
and he
So
still want
let's
to go
say
for it?
I went out and I'm with my girls the whole like first time like you make eye contact with me,
The eye
I'm
fucking?
mean mugging. But throughout the night, we still vibing. Niggas just got there. Like, we don't really know the sense that we're on. And then, you know, obviously, I'm out for a reason. If I'm really upset, why am I going to be out? So let's just think about that. So why
True.
wouldn't you want to approach me? Like, obviously, I'm doing this for a reason. You know, some women, they'll go out just because they're sad, but shorty, stay home.
That's depression.
Yeah,
Stay
stay
ass
home.
in the crib.
That we don't need that. But if I'm out and just because I have a resting bitch face doesn't mean you shouldn't approach me. Like that's not a valid reason. Like this is my face. Like I was born this way,
No,
and it's not gonna change.
we as men understand that, but it's still sometimes hard to understand if you're approachable or not, because I can see you from here, right?
Okay,
And
I'm gonna put it in context. Both you and Carl are built niggas. If I was any tinier and I seen you and you smiling at me and I'm like, is he like smiling at me like, he trying to talk to me? Or is just a smile like awkward? Like, I don't know. So that's what y'all have to think about it. Like, you can't just...
Funny shit.
but also
Y'all
too,
remind me like y'all cops. I don't know why.
but also too, like
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
don't know.
women
Does
don't
y'all think we're dangerous or like you guys just don't know what we're
looking for
looking
or
for?
what the signs are, because like
But
we
that's the same thing with you guys.
no.
How so?
I'm put this way. I've been out before, so this
Chilling,
year,
bro. We got our own things going on.
this
too.
year I was on a cruise
We
or
looking
whatever,
around. Don't get me wrong,
and
we looking around. You know, we paying attention. We looking at the exits and shit like that, strategizing. Everything's a lot going on in
definitely.
that moment. But we still checking you. We still checking you out.
Oh yeah, so
You feel me? We're trying to see what
navigate, navigate.
to make her laugh. This, that, and the third. I'm thinking about
Something,
the next step.
yeah, something.
Sometimes you don't even have the chance to make them laugh. It's based off the eye contact.
I gotta make sure that.
But that's not
hit.
enough
I gotta make
sometimes
sure that
though,
joke
because
hit.
the eye contact don't
I gotta
always.
make sure if the eye
Eye
contact
contact
was
don't
eye
always
contact,
mean come here.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm
gonna
saying?
lie. If I make eye contact and we keep throughout the night just...
Then that's different. No.
Oh, baby, you best to
No,
come to me
see-
or I'm coming to you before the end of the night.
But that's
You
different.
can do that.
That's different
You
though,
can do that. Most women
because
don't do that.
if
Think about it though.
you give me the eye
Right?
over twice, oh yeah, I'm walking.
Third
Yeah.
time's a charm.
Yeah, I'm
Come
walking.
on.
2, 3, I'm walking. But one time, nah,
I feel
because
like that's based off of confidence. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm not a guy, but I feel like it's based off of confidence.
I feel like it is to an extent, but also it's just like, for instance, I was on the cruise early this year or whatever. And I'm cooling and I'm out somewhere, and you know on the cruise there's like a little club or a bar. Cool. I'm with the homies and shit. And all night I'm looking around, just looking. And then eventually I was somebody. You just locked eyes. I'm like, alright, cool.
That's one time.
Talking, chilling, locked again. I'm like, oh, I bet. So I do the thing of come here, because there's a reason why we keep locking eyes. But if it's just one time, it's not a definite.
Yeah, no.
But 2, 3, they're just like, maybe she feel me, I'm feeling her. What's up? You want a drink? You like, let's talk. But a lot of times, girls don't know they look mean. Like girls don't know how mean they look.
I don't until somebody
Yeah, you gotta look
fix
at
my
the-
face.
So it's like
Exactly.
most
Or
times
I'll
they
be
don't
like, yo,
realize
look
how
at
mean they
yourself in the
look.
mirror.
Yeah, like girls
You look
most
crazy.
times don't always
Look, you
know
do
how
it
they
right
look.
now. Can't lie.
Because why are you telling me to look in the mirror?
And-
Like, what are
no,
you
but
talking
nah,
about?
but
What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm
No,
telling
but-
you,
That's
like,
extra steps. Like, just
like, you
know what I'm
saying? calm down, smile.
It's not even fix your face. Like, are you okay? How
Yeah.
What's
Ask
going
that.
on? Somebody pissed
And-
you
and
off?
it's
Like,
because,
who you
like,
about to fight?
I'll
Like,
ask that first. Like, are you okay?
a lot of
Yeah,
girls
why not?
always have a mean mug naturally.
yeah, what's going
And to
on?
us, it throws us off a lot because we're just like, if
But
you
y'all
think
know
I'm
this.
attractive or I'm cute or
We
something,
know this,
throw the
but
sign.
we still try. But then
Y'all still
even
give
if we
the, y'all still
try-
give the
we don't know what's gonna happen.
right because I can't read what's under there. Even
Right.
though I might think you're attractive and pretty, I don't know what you think. My point,
Exactly.
and that's why I
So
need a
that's
signal
why you have to approach us
I
to
wanna-
get to know
or
us.
smell at least smell at me something, smile something.
Baby, if we lock eyes more than 2 times.
Oh no, yeah.
I feel
That
like
Yeah,
no,
shooting
that
before
I'm going.
that,
after
before that. But then think
No.
about it like this: when you walk in the room or anywhere you walk to, right? When you walk inside, you're looking around, right? Obviously. So then you're not automatically going to lock eyes with somebody that quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
2
you still-
times, yeah, 2, 3.
You still
I'm,
go look
I'm
around.
walking.
But then off rip, if I'm walking and I'm walking right past you and I see you got a mean mug face, I'm saying in my head, do I want to approach her, this, that, and the third? And then I go ask my
And
boys or something.
so, like, I
and
guess
if we
that's-
lock eyes, and then I'm still looking around, I'm trying to get your attention. At that point, then we go try to lock eyes. And if we don't lock eyes, then I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what? Let me just go shoot my shot.
I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not gonna lie.
So-
Anytime I enter a room, I'm not smiling because, like I've always said to even my own parents, I have a resting bitch face. So you're thinking I'm mad or got an attitude, and I'm
It's
not.
just your face.
It's
Yeah.
just my face because you're not talking to me. You're
But
not
are you
saying
okay though?
anything
Are
funny.
you okay though? Like, what's
Yeah, like
I
I'm not frowning. I'm not.
You need a hug? You need
I'm
therapy?
not- My regular face.
who we find?
My regular
Demons.
Listen to me. I
You're fighting
have
demons.
nothing to smile for in that moment. I just check my bag. I just checked ID, and I'm walking in. I want a drink.
Oh, for real?
I want to. Well, no, a drink. I'm just saying,
Okay,
like,
so
you know, I'm trying to go
let me
to
ask
the
you a question
bar. I'm
then.
trying to get situated in our section. I'm not really necessarily worried
Checking
about
nobody
who's
else.
looking at me once I walk in.
That's different because you're just walking in. So that I understand. Yeah.
I understand.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm
So
just
if
saying,
we
like-
locked eyes off the walk-in, all right, cool. Give me time to settle. Let me
And
get a
then go
drink.
back.
Come offer
Okay,
me a drink.
okay.
I'm
You
not-
could,
I'm not
you can
saying-
make
I'm
initiations
not
to
saying
loosen
I
me
gotta
up.
attack as soon as I see you. Chill. This ain't that. I'm saying, as a guy, I'm walking in. I'm looking around. I'm looking at my surroundings. I'm looking.
Hold on. But you're looking, and I'm not looking at you. We didn't lock eyes. So how do you take that into account? You just see me in a resting bitch face because you're just looking. Let's say I'm talking to my wife, and you just see me resting bitch face. I'm not smiling. We're just having a conversation.
Uh-huh.
What, you gonna think I'm not approachable because I'm not smiling talking to her?
I'm
No,
having
that's
my
different
own-
because you're having an actual conversation. But what we're saying is, if you're, let's just say, you're by the bar or something, right? And you already got to drink, and you just look mean as fuck. And if we like eyes twice or 3 times, then I'll go up to you and talk. But off the first instinct, no, because I'm not sure if you talk to me or not because
I don't know if I'm
of
gonna
that
curse
face.
that or I'm gonna get
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's fair.
I
And
wanna
it's-
say
You can't
hello.
base it off
And it's
I
our
not
wanna say
looks.
because
hello,
we're.
But I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's not because confidence lacks. It's just more
I mean,
so
if I
there's
tap
no
you-
signal to
If I
say,
tap
"Oh,
you,
I'm
you probably be
approachable."
like, "What the fuck you?" See, I know I
Because-
fucked up. I knew I shouldn't touch you.
Nah, but there
I
be
knew I
times
shouldn't
that are
touch you.
uncomfortable. I just seen a TikTok about that. Like
Mhm.
this guy was sitting across from this girl,
Mhm.
like the tables back to back.
Yeah.
Like their backs were to each other. The guy was just randomly touching her. Like just
Oh, that's
across
crazy.
the
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah,
Why? You don't notice
That's
from a kid's
crazy,
face.
yeah.
What are you touching her for?
That's
But
nasty
But keep
work.
in mind the fact that women have so many. Well, I don't speak for everybody, but a lot of weird interactions like that. Like when I first walk in, if I'm hearing good music, it's like, okay, yeah, like this is nice, cool. I'm settling down, but everybody's personality is different.
Right.
Introverts, it takes time for you to get to know that person before they fully open up and they start show their crazy side.
Absolutely.
Not everybody's gonna, oh hi, like I'm an extrovert, so when I come in, I'm always cheesing. But that's not everybody, and I don't think that should stop you
That's
also
not
from
me.
talking to somebody. Also, it's weird out here. It's different for women. Like how you scope out exits and stuff. I'm single. I'm not with my man all the time. I'm scoping out exits too. I've also dealt with weird men. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's an instinct. It's instilled in me to sometimes just give a me mug. Like, don't even come over here because I don't know the type of time you're on, and I've experienced a lot of weird shit. But if you come up to me, you approach me, and you're on some calm timing, very respectful. Yeah. I'm not about to be weird about that. I'm gonna give you the same energy you're giving. Not all women are like that. Let's say some, I'm not like that. But it's different if, let's say, I tell you I'm not interested in a respectful way, and then you still approaching me. Now you start touching me or you keep bothering me. Then I'm gonna go off on you. But
I'm not gonna lie, I like clubbing out down south in Georgia, I had to just say yes.
Yeah, how is that?
Me personally, I'm going to say yes because I've seen too many incidents, real life, social media, where they get bashed, drinks thrown at them, smacked, all that extra. I'm gonna say yes. I might give you a fake number. If I got a man, I'll give you my man number. Hopefully you don't try to call me at that moment. And well, one thing about me,
niggas get smart. They call at that moment.
Yeah, they call at that moment. But I'm not gonna lie. The main thing I go to is Instagram because I have the choice to mute your messages and calls. I don't have to deal with that. So I just choose Instagram, and they be like, "Oh, why can't I get your number?" Respectfully, with the issues that I got going on with a guy harassing me, you're not getting my number. I changed my number for a reason. I don't know your intentions. I don't know who you know. I don't know what you're trying to get at. So I'm going to give you my Instagram. If you don't want to take my Instagram,
you're lost.
That's it.
I think for me, I've been okay with that because I do understand that a lot of women do encounter random ass shit.
And guys can't take that in. You text a number, they're going to keep going.
So I do understand sometimes that a lot of to be open sometimes is hard because they might have crazy ex or some shit happens to them or X, Y, and Z. So it's like, I'm very understanding now. I will say in my like high school days, college days, I was like, yo, like, the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing? But as I'm older, I understand now because I'm older.
Yeah, you're definitely a little bit older than that.
So I kind of understand that like people do shit every day that I don't know about, or they have that shit happen to them. So now I'm like, okay, that's cool. Maybe let's work towards that, and then maybe I was gonna make.
And that's why I feel like men have to understand how to speak to females.
Sometimes it's hard to know when you're not.
It's hard to, but you specifically have to know yourself.
Yeah. So what should we say to you?
It's not, I'm not going to expect anybody to say a certain thing, because one thing about me, I like corny jokes, but it's how you approach it. If you hit my DM on some like real corny shit and it's the first time we're speaking, no. You slide up on my post and say some funny shit, okay, cool, like we making a little progress. But the way that men would approach me, well, guys would approach me when I was a little bit younger. I'm 24, I'll be 25 in December. So when guys would hit me up before I turned like 21, it was just like, you grown as hell and this is how you approach me? Like, I did not think that was cute. Prime example, this guy that I didn't find attractive and I just like, you know, me being a girl, I'm going to take advantage where I can. If I'm telling you that you ain't about to get nothing out of me, and you're still willing to stay here, encourage this, that, and third, and do whatever, hey, I'm gonna be there. Like, we're cool. We're cordial. But then I thought, like, no. I think he was thinking, like, he was making progress as to us being more than just friends. Mm-hmm. And he sent me a video of a female, because he knows that I like females, clearly. Old hag. On some Boosie, put your coochie on live for $1,000. Talking about something, you like that? What?
Not where I was going at all. Not where I was going.
How do you approach somebody like that?
He said that, and I'm not gonna lie, it like.
Were you supposed to laugh?
Thank you.
Yeah, that was kind of wicked.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
I would say something like,
No, I'm not dragging that on.
Nah,
I'm not dragging that on because you're
more wild shit. Yeah.
you're about to make me way more uncomfortable just alone off of that video.
That video alone, like Boosie had on people, that's a red flag right there. Like, why would you put Boosie had on people?
No. That's not what he sent. But I'm saying what he sent me
Was in that area.
was an old hag's coochie. Like it was some old 70-year-old woman twerking.
That shit probably look like dust though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So why did you think me, who's in my early 20s, would want to see an old hag coochie?
Out of everybody too, like you, like he knew that you weren't old with him. So it's like, why would you also? I don't know.
He's not old. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what you like.
So how old is he?
He's like 30.
That's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what you like. I give old. Sorry, y'all. Chat. I give old. I look like I'm old.
So he was watching Golden Girls or something?
Right.
That's not weird. Yo, let me get that next question. Let me get that next question. Is it easier for men or women to get a first date?
Women.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
From my experience, because if I'm into somebody, I'm gonna offer a date. Offer it because
The vibe is there.
I feel like as an adult man, if you like somebody that much and you want to take things serious, I think
I ain't gonna hold you. If you catch me off guard and do an after first date, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, thank you. But I'm just like, respectfully, let me ask you.
Like
I'm very traditional, you know.
Like I've been asked on dates, but I don't like that.
Yeah, let me
because I feel like I should always pay because I'm taking you somewhere. Like I'm
okay. So why can't they ask you on a date and you take the initiative to pay first before she does?
Oh, I do. Correct.
I feel like that goes into y'all masculinity.
No,
like you don't want a woman to ask you out on a date. Like I feel like me personally, when I go out, even the first date, I make sure that I have enough to pay for my meal, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, that's good.
So
that's good.
I like that.
No, shout out to you because that's good because you don't know how it's
that's very
exactly.
You don't know how it's pockets are.
And I had a date like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was gonna pay for it, but the bill was sitting there for an hour after we finished eating, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
But y'all probably talking now.
We were, but we were supposed to go for ice cream after. Like we had a whole nother thing planned after that. I was feeling very uncomfortable, so I just paid for the dinner. I didn't feel uncomfortable with him, but it's just the yeah. Okay. I just felt like we spoke before the food came out. We spoke while the food was there. And we're sitting another hour. So in total, we probably sat in that TGI Fridays for 3.5 hours. It's not. So I didn't think he was gonna pay, not pay for it, because he said that. He was like, I had it right. I was like, yeah, but I'm just ready to go. Like I don't know. Like I was definitely less talkative.
So why didn't you stop me for me to put in my card now? Just put it down.
Right. Like
why would you let me pay?
If I was him, I would have felt good about you paying, but I would have been like, nah, like I'll catch you for it. Because
I would have been like, yo, what's your cash app? And when I go to the
send it back.
Yeah.
I'll send you that shit.
Why did I literally this guy he took me out the first date? Cool, he paid for it, and then I'm very much a 50-50 girl in the beginning. I don't say this because men maybe I like to get catered to, so I'm not gonna speak on that 50-50. But I'm gonna show the initiation that it's not all on you, because some men don't like that, regardless.
Because we're not banks, bro.
No, regardless of you wanting to pay for everything.
I'm not chasing.
But listen to this: there are men out there willing to cater, exactly, spoil, period, point blank. I'm not gonna give that initiation yet because we are not dating. So I'm gonna make sure that I still have my own. So the following time we went out on a date, it was very more simpler. It was like a car date, and I don't care about that.
Those are the best dates.
And I paid for it. He sent me half of it, and I literally texted him, and I was like, "Why would you do that?" I felt like that made me feel bad about myself. So I understand where you guys are coming from, but like you guys don't always, for the certain women who are showing you that you don't have to
I just think for
always
us,
lead.
I think it's more so.
It's a male thing.
If we
I
really
understand
no,
that.
like
You've been
I know
taught
for
to
me,
like
I've been in relationships
where
where,
really like leave situations.
But y'all don't always got it.
but also too like I've been in relationships with somebody
But
where
it's the
you've been really locked in, for real, and it's like we already 5 times, cool, I paid, okay. Now this time she's paying, and it's cool because she'd be like, yo, I got it. I'm like, you sure? She's like, nah, you paid last time. So like, if you're really that locked in to the point where it's like, there's times where I spoil you, you spoil me, that's cool, but I feel like early dating stages, I feel like because I'm such a giver sometimes, I kind of like, it's been to a point sometimes where I overdo shit. And I had to learn that about myself because that situation earlier last year, and I was like, you know what, this shit not gonna work because I'm doing all this and that, and all I get is a thank you, like there's no indication
Yeah,
that.
I don't like
And
that.
it's like,
you better than me, dog.
and it's like when you need your phone bill paid,
Yeah,
I'm there for you. When you need shit done, I'm here, I'm there. So it's like I had to realize, like, bro,
See,
like,
I don't like women
I'm
in that
doing too
instance
much.
that's doing everything and then just don't really appreciate it
And-
to the full extent
right.
that they're getting.
And then it's like,
Can I ask y'all women a question? Like, why sometimes like there's always that one dude that y'all got that he could be like a food guy or the guy that y'all can go to or just you know that y'all never take serious to. Like he's a good guy.
because you think he has potential.
He has potential, but you try to work him to be that guy, and the next thing you know, you like, yeah, I'm not really gonna take him serious, bro. But he's
He
good,
knows
though.
what he is to them.
He's
That's
good for
why.
another girl, but not just me.
Mama,
He's
you want
aware
to
what
answer
he is.
first on that?
You know what I'm saying?
Or do you want me to speak on
Oh,
it?
tell him what she got.
Right. I feel like I've had a situation like that, but like I've known him for some time. Like we have a lot of history,
Mhm.
and I feel like when we first started out, we were very young, so there was a lot for us to both still figure out about ourselves.
Okay.
And we even took a break. Took a break.
Mhm.
Then with somebody else,
Mhm.
tried to speak again. But throughout that time, you're constantly changing. So the way I evolved, and I was living in a different city too, the way I grew as a person and had my experiences with other people, and same for him, it's like there's always love there. And I have a very deep connection with him. But the more and more I got to learn about him and learn about myself through my experiences, I feel like deep down I knew like, okay, he's not the one, but that part of me that cares for him so much and I know he has that potential, it's like, okay, like I'm willing to try, like I'm hoping, especially if I'm giving you the whole cheat book at this point.
Yeah.
I'm telling you exactly because now I know what I want, what I'm looking for in a guy, my love language, how I need you to fill my love tank, and I'm telling you that and you're still not reciprocating or comprehending what I'm saying.
So it wasn't about looks. It was because he wasn't understanding the person.
Yeah, you look bad, but it was just.
Do I know this person?
Yeah,
Oh.
but it got to a point like you asked me before, I didn't get to answer.
Okay, like.
Yes,
Like.
you know what you're supposed to know, but you had asked me, I didn't get to answer. If it's looks, eventually it'll be looks, but for me, like you got me once we have a good conversation and you're stimulating my mind. I could care less.
Very
If
true.
you could look super good, but if you have nothing on
That's
the
right.
inside,
That's true. That's true.
no depth, no nothing, I can connect to you, we can't laugh, you gotta go. I could care less about how good you look.
Yeah.
So, it was more so that, like, I was trying, I'm like, listen, like, I want to be catered to, like, if we're trying to get it, gotta be different, like, I want you to court me, I want to go out on dates. Every time he kept trying to come back around, he immediately wanted to go back to physical touch, getting in bed with him, having sex. I'm like, we have not spoken in a year, and you feel like you have that access to me still? So it's like, yeah, you're taking me on these dates. I'm asking you all these questions where you see yourself in 5 years, and you just want to get in bed with me. Yeah, no, you gotta go.
And that goes back to where guys know what they want within like what they said a year, not even a couple months of getting to know you. I don't know if that's really true. Or for you guys, is that true?
I'm gonna say I know what I want within. I'm gonna say a few months.
So how do you go about somebody you see on Instagram? You see that like
I'll do Carfax.
okay. Well, prime example with me. You don't really necessarily have Carfax with me. You met me through my trainer, we'll tag him. You met me through him.
Yeah.
And he lives in a whole separate town than me, and he's way older than me. So he has no idea about me necessarily about my Carfax. So how would you approach that? You see that she's a lovely girl. You've had like little conversations. You slide up on her story and stuff like that. How do you go from there?
Easy. I feel like if you like
word of mouth, I gotta
talk to her.
Somebody gotta know you.
But that's a problem as a man. You shouldn't be going word to mouth
I
because
feel like depending on the girl it is that you're looking for, if we already have small conversations already, it shouldn't be a hassle to just have a conversation with you.
Yeah, of course.
Because now it's like, what's there to know? What's about
nigga.
What's the
nigga. I gotta know the car
conversation.
But why are you're getting Carfax? Like, okay, Carfax is legit, so you can't even say that. You're getting opinions and statements from previous partners. That don't matter because that nigga could be bitter. That female could be bitter. Like that's not.
Unless it's in the last month and it's recent.
I know the timeline.
Yeah, but then that's where you have to ask her, why did y'all break up? And depending on her reasoning, you have to figure it out as was she the problem or he was the problem? Because with my last situation, I make it very clear. My ex did what he did, but I definitely played a part into his actions. Okay. So I can't put the blame on him. That's the type of accountability. I
love that.
You need to ask a female the right questions, and sometimes y'all guys ask questions that are very vague. Y'all be like, "Oh, y'all got a nigga or you got a guy?" Sorry, because y'all don't really necessarily have that. Do you have a boyfriend or a man in your life? You can't really ask that.
Why not?
Prime example, because I'm gonna always relate back to this because I'm living it. The guy that harassed me, that is harassing me. He could message you and be like, "Oh yeah, she talking about something. I'm her man."
And now you talk that.
We never even talked. So what about you made you my man? I never, within the 2 years that I've known you, and respectfully, I'm not practicing abstinence. So why are you sitting here trying to claim me as your girl?
And it's not that.
And it's not that. You guys have to ask the right questions and you don't.
I think we do.
I know
not all the time.
I'll give you an example. I just asked somebody, I want to say a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Your boyfriend, a man? Are you single? Are you taking? What's the MO? Like, what's your
status?
Yeah, like what's the whole?"
Going into that, sorry, to answer your question, like going into your question, how do you feel about, like Wifey was saying, the courting stage? Do you think that's current for 2025?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Niggas couldn't even do the 90-day challenge if you wanted them to.
What exactly?
I guess it also depends.
That, though? Like,
90 days. I'm not gonna say we gotta go out on dates every single day, but within that 90 days, we're practicing abstinence. If you can't do 90 days,
I think people also aren't honest with what they want.
True.
Because I always ask, what's your intention?
Yes.
Because like I'm actively dating because I'm looking for a serious relationship. I'm looking for my person, and I don't think a lot of people know exactly what it is that they want. And it's like, this is why I don't always speak first on what my intentions are, because guys can easily just say, "Oh yeah, I'm looking for that too," just to get in your pants.
Yeah.
And so, and you easily find out, especially, this has happened to me many times. I'll give them a chance, trying to say all the right things, asking what I'm looking for in a guy. Don't ever tell the guy what you're looking for. Just let them, their actions
I be acting real clueless.
Because they'll try to assume this part, like, oh yeah, I'm the person, I'm this guy. And then once they get you and they get comfortable, they show you their true colors. No.
So I'm gonna speak on that part too. So I feel like for the right person, I'll do anything. Like if I really feel like we're that locked in.
How long does it take you to know that they're the right person? I'm not gonna say marriage-wise, but like even in your previous relationship.
Dating-wise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I know within a few months. I'm not gonna say a year or weeks because it only takes so long to know a lot about me because I'm open book. So, for instance, I'm adopted by my wife. That's cool. You feel me? Everyone I speak to knows that off rip.
Personal question. Do you know your mom?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I love her to death.
Oh,
Best friend.
that's so sweet.
Bestie.
You got a good heart. Real life. You really do.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a topic for like off.
Yeah. No, for sure. I had to ask
Oh,
if
yeah.
you answered. You answered. You got it. Go ahead.
But like when it comes to dating, it takes me maybe 2-3 months to really know if I want you or not. Only because it's like those first few weeks might be the stage, yo. Oh my God, we're talking to them. Let's go on dates. Let's do this. Let's hang out.
Honeymoon stage.
Yeah, the honeymoon stage. You feel me?
You show me to all your friends.
So it's like if there's shit that I don't like about you, I'll let it be known. And if we both have things about you that we don't like, and we can actually conversate about it. Nah, like there's been things that turn me off about somebody that I'm quick to be like,
But it's something that they can change.
I won't say that. Now, if it's something they can't change, and I'm okay with it being like, okay, that's cool.
But it still bothers you.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Because there's so for instance,
Can you think of anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a girlfriend that had a habit of not being able. She had a hard time of talking all the time, or
I appreciate it.
because I was her first boyfriend.
Okay. Let's differentiate talking all the time and communicating.
Communicating, I'll say.
Okay, because we don't gotta talk every minute of the day. If I got work 9 to 5, baby, I'm waking up, I just got out of the shower, I'm at work.
No, not all that.
Break.
Communication for her at first was bad. And it took me a minute to understand, like, oh, I'm her first boyfriend. So I didn't understand that.
Okay.
So it took me a minute to be like, okay, I can't think of you as my exes. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of you as my exes. That's a.
And I do think a lot of guys do that too.
Because the ex that I used to have has guy friends, and I know she dealt with some of them in that way.
Ooh.
So me knowing.
I just want to say I have a lot of guy friends and I don't do that.
No,
I
so
can't.
me knowing she had guy friends at a point used to bother me, but then it took me a few months to understand. No, but it. No.
Y'all keep saying it don't bother y'all.
I don't care about the guy friends. No, I don't care about the guy friends, but the fact that it was more so the ex lied to me about what it was.
That
was fucking around.
I never lied. Goes back to our accountability.
It was fucking.
Gotta take accountability.
So that's what my issue was. It was not that
guy, or that's your brother.
Because no,
come on.
I watched that previous episode and he was talking about that.
I don't like that. It's true. He gotta be gay, but that's it. And what I mean by gay, he really gotta like go far and do what he gotta do.
Because
like I said on my Instagram, how you gonna find out if he really gay or not?
Because
niggas will play the part if he really want to do some shit, and he'll just fuck her one time and keep pushing.
Listen, if you undress yourself in front of him and he don't go up, think about it. If he don't go up, right, he really gay. Or just you gotta see what he do in his actual life. That you know what I'm saying?
Because I've had
think about it, bro.
I never mind a girl that have guy friends because I have a lot of women friends. I grew up around a lot of women. So I understand sometimes you might have more friends of the opposite sex. And that's cool with me. But don't lie to me about what y'all had to pass. Don't say that's your friend if in reality a nigga done dicked you down, you had balls in and it's like in your mouth and shit. Don't
You ever do that to me?
Don't lie to me. Never becomes my issue. Don't lie to me about what shit was. You know what I mean? Don't lie to me because
Right.
I'm not a fan of oh now we just friends. But in reality, over time, you can get shit smacked. Like I'm quote best friend. You know what you can't come up with that. You can't come up with that. You can't come up with that. She came up with it. So it's a good to understand. Like I've had girlfriends, I've had girlfriends that have had guy friends in the past who I've known have had with them and tell me till after. So it took me a minute to understand like the next girl I dated isn't like her. So I was used to that thing of damn man.
You can't have that wall out for everybody.
Right. So it took some time.
Both parties that can't.
It took understand that.
You gotta have like a clean.
But it takes time though because at a certain point I had to understand like okay I understand I'm your boyfriend so I don't take it personal.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me maybe 2-3 months to really understand like okay she wasn't used to have somebody to check in with or just say hey I'm okay hey I completed here I'm cool. It took me some time but once you started doing it was cool. Communicating was fine, talking, texting, not all the time but I understood like okay you're busy I'm busy that's cool but text me when you get free. But it took me a minute to understand, like, okay, she does have guy friends. And at first I wasn't used to that shit because.
Can I ask you this though? You said she had guy friends, right? So when her guy friends checked in on her, how did she react to it?
Right, like was she prioritizing?
No, she just wasn't.
She said she showed you the same energy she showed the energy.
She just was driving someone to check in with. So I was her first boyfriend, so she wasn't used to that. Communication.
Okay, for example, they're trying to say, like, let's say you checked up on her this morning.
Oh,
and
so
as well. Yeah, first.
No.
Okay.
But I
if she responded to them before you.
Oh yeah.
But
I had to understand.
It's crazy.
Another personal question.
Yes.
Why did you guys break up?
Honestly, we just agreed to be friends. To be honest, like we just.
So y'all are still friends till this day.
Yeah,
she'll watch this video.
Yeah.
Now why? Toodles to you. I was trying to put you earlier, but okay.
Clock it. Always try.
Better ass friends on some bullshit. Like it wasn't because we had been bad or whatever. Just because we just felt like.
Let me ask you this.
Right now, let's stop.
Let me ask you this. The age you are now, the way you're growing up, is down to 30, you know what I'm saying? Could y'all try that again?
I feel like it's the time. I feel like, I don't know. I'm going to say.
Double X's across the board. I'm not going to lie.
Because
we can't say that. He knows her more than us.
I'm going to say, honestly, at the time that my phone was both to really just have that time to
right person, wrong time. It's real.
Because I believe in that. Because there were some exes who I'm just like, damn, some bullshit.
You was from the block.
Yeah, but not just because it's her. Like there has to be some progress because we are older. People change. People are different. So and even that is just I know you from a previous life.
So you don't believe once a liar, always a liar.
No, not unless it's repetitive all the time. Because I do feel people can change because I'll say myself. I was not always the nigga I am now, bro. That's the honest truth. I used to be the worst nigga in the world, bro. I was a demon at one point. A straight demon. Didn't care about shit. It didn't matter what was going on with me. I did not care. But I had to understand it. What changed? You adopted her, bro. She said it perfect.
I don't know who taught her because I didn't.
No, it's perfect. It was perfect. What really changed that was I felt that feeling. I was like, man, that's fucked up.
Okay.
So I felt that hurt.
Before we get into our next question, going back to your walls, I feel like women have walls. Wow, yo, you're stupid.
You walked into that one, bro. You walked into that one.
Yo, please lock it. Lock it.
I got all that, right?
Lock it. I would hope you have that.
Yo, what did Jersey do? I can't figure out.
Wow, you did. You did it. What'd you do?
You got stretch.
You really jumped in your seat. You were like, what's that? You jumped in your seat.
She was like, Jersey.
So, no funny shit, no diddy. For women having walls, and you can jump on that, I feel like women have walls for certain environments and certain atmospheres. We don't always have our wall up. As far as the club and lounge situation that we were talking about, yes, we have to, because like she said, we're single. 9 times out of 10, even if I got a man and I go to the club, I'm going to ask my man to come. My last ex, he wasn't really that type of person, but like, you know, like, once you got a bad bitch, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the baddest bitch, but like, to him, I was probably like the prettiest girl he ever dated at that time. So it's like, all right, cool, that's what you want to do. I'm going to come with you. And I knew his mindset because he was a little insecure. So I'm like, all right, come with me. I'm going out with the girls. Even though it's just the girls, I would prefer you to come and know you have that invitation because you're not necessarily comfortable with it. But let's say you were at a sleepover with all girls. Us girls are not going to have that wall up because of the fact that we know that we're not out having to deal with men. But look at look at me. We're also insecurity for my ex. He didn't like the fact that I like females. So if I'm around females, he's gonna think like, oh, you trying to go after her, you trying to mess with her. Like, no, that's not the case. Just because I like women doesn't necessarily I'm going after them. Okay, baby, but one thing about me, if you my man, we not doing that.
I'm not sharing what's mine. I'm sorry. I don't like sharing.
Come on!
I'm not sharing.
Like, come on! I don't care. My man, my girl, respectfully, and I'm being so blunt, this is my way. We don't have sexual interactions, but pure point blank, if she decided like, hey, like, we're trying to bring somebody in.
Hell no.
I don't care if it was guy or girl. That's not happening. It's not happening. It's finito.
Sometimes sharing isn't caring.
No, it's not happening. But me, I'm holding that down. I put a ring on her finger, but like I explained, we're not intimate like that. I call her my way. I appreciate her. She's always there behind me. And yes, I'm always going to love her more than a friend, but I'm going to sit in my position that I hold. That doesn't matter. But still, what's mine is mine. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Can I ask you this before I go to the next question?
Oh, did you want to speak on that? On the walls? No, diddy.
I think I definitely agree. Like, when I go out with the girls, most of my friends will say I'm the mom of the group. 9 times out of 10, I'm looking out for all my girls. I don't get as messed up because I'm making sure everybody else is good. I've seen how people will approach a woman when she's intoxicated, and I don't have that. Like, one of us has to be sober. One of us has to be looking out for each other. And 9 times out of 10, I'm that person. I'm also not going to get that fucked up if I'm in public and let's say one of us needs to be aware of our surroundings, how we're getting home. Like, I don't play like
I get
that.
fucked up, but I lock in. You should ask her. I had lock in. I don't play that. But then, wifey is not going to enjoy the time that she needs to enjoy.
She can when the right time is.
That's true.
But I don't got like
but I
shit.
don't like that though.
No, and I mean,
okay, we can't relate that to us because we don't go out that much. For the times that we have gone out, yes, for sure. Like, yeah, she was the mama bear.
I'm saying because the other mama bear that checked in our group.
I wouldn't trust that.
No, that's something that I'm be honest. I trust myself the most when it comes to.
She's an extrovert. I'm an introvert. So if she's having people, she's my mama bear. Regardless of her being my wife, she's my mama bear. She's looking after me when we go out.
But if I've met people that I see like they're capable of holding shit down, then okay, yeah, I'll have fun. But I don't know. It's just my personality. I'm not the type to so easily give my safety or myself over to somebody else. Like, nah.
I'll continue.
Don't start that. Don't start that.
So what did I say?
Oh, wow.
You said you got yourself.
Yeah, right. Because I heard not one but the two but the three. Oh, okay.
It's all what I'm bored. I can do what I'm bored. It was delicious.
God, what's the next question?
Yeah, what's the next question? I hope y'all
Go over here trying to put me on freaking blast right now.
You put yourself on blast, all right? You want a little seatbelt?
Lock in! Lock in!
Yeah.
Go on, boss man.
Yeah, like you trying to get us in trouble. Like,
because y'all are in trouble.
yo, please.
What's going on here?
Girls all over your face, you feel me? Next question. Who faces more rejection than dating?
I'm going to reflect on now. I say women. Now, because if you don't got that BBL, if you don't got this, you don't got money, you don't got that.
Natural is the way.
That's the way, yeah.
For all out there, natural is the way.
That's y'all two compared to the
No, you ask other niggas, I'm telling you,
most niggas love
I'm telling you, natural.
face.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Not bull. It's not bull.
I agree with what you're saying, but from what I see, and I guess that's wrong from what I'm studying on
If there was,
it looks better. Yeah, people prefer natural because it's natural.
If there was a BBL woman in here right now, I'd be like, damn.
I think it was part of the
still
BBL epidemic. Like, yeah, that like little 5-year period of BBLs, everybody
You can get a butt. You can get a butt.
In the fucking gym.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they don't realize that. And 9 times out of 10, they get the BBL and realize that they're gonna gain weight. They can't
Exactly.
because they still have to
Exactly. My problem is this with the whole like plastic surgery, the Olympic, all that. You have the capability to be like, yo, let me stop being a fat ass and go work out. That's it.
But still, on the other side of the BBL, some women want a certain butt, body, or whatever that doesn't suit them, and that be an ick for men too.
Let me ask you a question. When you get that, when you get that, when you get that one,
so that's why I say women get protected more because they're trying to keep up with the statuses.
The problem.
Social media, and that's not what you guys really want.
The problem is, even if you do get a butt or your titties or anything like that, at the end of the day, you still a threat to me because I gotta be with you as a person. Think about it. Because if you are my girl, you do got a BBL, you do got your titties done, niggas are gonna look at you. Now I gotta deal with that shit.
Okay, so do you see that as a problem, an insecurity? How do you feel about that? That you have to protect and well, let me not say provide, but protect. How do you feel about having to protect your woman?
I love when niggas look at my girl. If I'm there. Because now
that's something. Carl is looking sideways. I like that.
I love it, but it's mine. I'm gonna tell you why.
Right. So why are you? That's an insecurity. It's not a problem. It's an insecurity towards you.
But then that's your girl. You go up like what? Like what are you talking about? Respect me, nigga. That's it. It's simple as that. On my end, respect your partner. I respect mine. It's
you got a girl. Your man's got a girl. You're not gonna look, and he's not gonna look.
She's a human.
You can look.
Right.
But that's it. You can't touch, nigga.
Still,
you can't touch. That's it.
But what he was saying, I like when niggas look at my girl and you was looking sideways. You still have a problem. That's an insecurity on your end. Because just like you said, you could look at his girl and he look at your girl
like that. Though. That's not me.
It's not a disrespectful thing.
There's a difference if it's the homie and a random.
That's true. That's true.
Even if it's a random, that's still disrespect to him. Why would I do that?
There's a difference of pursuing that female and looking. We're all gonna look. We're not gonna sit here and say we're not gonna look. Even in a relationship, like I said, I like females, and there are strength women to the T and they will still look at a woman's ass.
Because she's a woman.
They still gonna look at a nigga that's passing by. You're gonna say, "Oh, that's disrespectful," because I'm looking at a guy that's passing by. I'm still with you. Exactly, it's human nature. So you being insecure, that's an insecurity on your part. Everybody still has the right to look, no matter what.
If I walk in the room with my shorty and everybody feels the need to look, I'm my future. I'm that nigga. Because there's people looking.
They not looking for nothing.
I'm so groovy.
If she's ugly, they not gonna keep looking after she done check the IP. She walked in, you made the gazes.
If I walk in,
security check the IP.
10,
not looking at her no more.
And also too because the last two girls I dealt with, I will say, were out of my league. You feel me? So I walk in, I'm like, oh, she's mad pretty.
I would say that out of your league.
Look wise. I'll say, look wise.
But
once we talk,
like Kayla said, it's not about the looks. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not about the looks. For me, she's better than me. But
to people on the outside that don't know what's going on, it's like, why she winning? Reality, don't know what's going on. So
why you gotta think about that?
That's your joy,
yeah.
That's your joy, bro.
So that's all I'm saying. If I'm out, you know something, and I look fly, she look good. Well, go ahead. You know what? That's a trophy. That's a trophy I walk with.
But I can't.
Me behind my wife. What you gotta say about that? What you gotta say about that?
It's not even that she's property, but I'm proud of what I got.
What are you talking about?
That wasn't just an act 2 seconds ago.
Look, she's a trophy that I walk out with, not in the sense of she's property, not that she's property or anything like that, but it feels good to know that she looks good. You feel me? So I can always just step out if I don't wear just where she does anything. And I'm proud of some niggas.
If I did have a girl, right, that look good, me as a person, if I didn't know him, right, I didn't know him, I'm not gonna just say, oh, off rip, that's out of his league. I'm not gonna disrespect him. I don't know him. I'm probably gonna say in my head, all right, check it out.
But that's you. As a girl, I feel like I judge on.
There's people that do that though. People that do that, and I don't care because I know what we got.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your business.
And that's what I think about initially.
We locked in.
Yeah.
Eat a dick. I don't care because at the end of the day, it's us two. At the end of the day,
exactly. We also feel like eat a dick because a nigga will never sex.
The thing about it is,
but listen,
outside are waiting for your downfall.
They're waiting for your downfall, but they're not gonna say nothing to you, even if that's your man's. Your man's is not gonna be like that shit is out of your league because they're your man's. They're gonna be like, yeah, you got that shit, you moving it now. Like I'm voting for you. The whole time they're waiting on your downfall.
That's what.
Like, oh, you're out of her league. Like that's not.
That's not your bro.
That's not your bro then, but that's.
Any nigga that I'm around that has a girl,
you respect it.
Yeah, because that's their person.
I'm giving you straight down.
Just like women,
men
be in competition too.
I can give you a head down.
But I honestly enjoy when I go out and she gets looked at because it feels good to me. Like, how
you feel about that, mama?
Good.
Going out with your partner and what people are saying. It doesn't even have to be necessarily staring like, but yeah, initially, going back to the topic at hand, like,
she looked good.
You know you look good. I be feeling, we was just on the phone having the conversation. She said she want to go out after this. I said, okay, so like, what's the interior? Because I can't be looking crazy behind my wife. Like, I'm jacking, she my wife and she look good. Of course, I gotta look at least decent. I'm never gonna overstep her because she's beautiful, gorgeous. So
But I think also it's I'm gonna say this last thing. I think for me too, it's also confidence boost.
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna say about confidence. Like when it comes to a female that I like, period, point blank, I know she's
knowing you look good. Like, like it's, and then it's like, and knowing I pulled that, I'm like, damn.
Sorry, y'all. Every time she come on here, I'm
just that I pulled that 10. I feel good about it. Say that, like, just understand that I pulled that. I'm like, damn, she's gorgeous. That shit feels amazing, bro. Just like knowing that you got somebody that looks gorgeous, you feel me? Like, just to know there's somebody that's gorgeous, that's for you, feels amazing. Because it's like, even on your worst days, that person is they're gonna make you feel like you're that person.
Yeah.
It's because that's your person. So,
very true.
as long as y'all are for each other, that's what it is.
You're saying that, and
I'm gonna say today it's probably women because they try to do so much to help please the man that is going to get rejected. Because there's our girls on Instagram, I see they got BBL, titties done, all of that. It's like,
and then wow. Still go after them.
No, they go after them because they want that. But most niggas don't like that shit because
they don't want it the whole time. They don't want it long term. They just want it for right then and there. Like, yeah, I got with that. And that's where it goes back to the conversation we were saying. Like, you can't get the Carfax from everybody because, like, oh yeah, I clapped that. Like, da 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 da. That's not what I'm trying to hear. Is she a good person or not?
Right.
Like, you clapped that. That's cool and all. What does that mean? What does she have to say about your
dick? Is she stabilized? Is she mentally right? Is she okay?
Right. 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 Throw it all away.
Like all the above. Like, nah, like, don't be surprised. Like, there's been some people that, like, I meet and I know them to other people, and I'm like, so, what's up with her? Like, I'm Carfax, but, like, what's up with her?
Oh, yeah,
I come with you all the way.
Yeah.
Nah. Next question. Who gets judged more for being single, men or women?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna say women, maybe.
Yeah, women after a certain age.
Especially after a certain age.
Only because
your value. I think especially, like, it's also different between, I feel like, your friends and your family. And especially older traditional people in your family. Once you get to a certain age, of course, we all know, like, when it comes to having kids, like, you gotta have them by a certain time, or them eggs like, come. So I think with family,
the biological clock is 32.
Yeah, so but you could definitely have kids.
It definitely has changed since the pandemic. I've been seeing a lot of 40-year-old women.
Yeah, it's
also,
but I just feel like you waited too long.
It goes within our diet, our hormones, everything.
Chemicals, everything that's in our food. Because in other countries, they're older and still having kids.
Yeah,
but like 50, 60.
Yeah, but I think also with family, like, let's say, oh, like, you're still single at 38, like, am I getting grandkids? Like, are you gonna have kids? Whole time, that's not all there is to me. Like, I'm not just a baby machine. But I think that's a big factor. It's like after a certain age, you still don't have kids. Like, that's not a place. I see, this is a trend how it's like 33 with no kids. Say yeah, like with the Jacques song. I'm looking at the comments, and some people are like, "You're 36 with no kids and you have a house and 2 cars, like, that's not a flex.
Yes, it is a flex.
Are you mad that
there are women 36 with kids that are not married? 1 car, no car, no house.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Crazy? They're promoting the more baby mama instead of
Yeah. Nowadays, I say that, but I'm not gonna say it that I did. I definitely disagree. Me personally, that's not what I'm on the type of timing on. People always ask me if I got kids because they see me with kids. No, I don't got no kids. I will not be having kids till I'm married, till I have a house, until I'm situated. And I'm not gonna sit here and say financially stable like everyone says. No, I want a husband. I'm not married. I'm not in a potential relationship right now, so I need that before I even think about kids. I'm not thinking about, I need millions of dollars to take care of my kids, because there's no handbook on taking care of kids. You're going to make it work regardless if you have to struggle. You're putting in the effort. I'm not worrying about financial. I'm worried about my partner.
Yeah.
I know as a woman, I'm nurturing, period. Everyone says that to me. I might be rough on the edges, but I'm very nurturing. I'm very nurturing. I apologize to anyone who feels like, oh, I'm a little rough, but I'm keeping it above. Especially growing up in a Haitian household, we don't get that. We don't get that little cutesy type all the time. We're getting it head on. The way we apologize is I cooked you a meal.
That's it.
That's it.
I would love that.
Not I'm sorry. Not, oh my God, can I make you feel better? Can I take you to the park? Can I get you ice cream? No, I cooked you a meal that you don't even like. You're going to eat it. You're going to eat it. That's my apology, but obviously I'm not going to bring that on to my kids. But I say sorry when it's really necessary. Me personally. But I don't say sorry. That's a little too weak for me, but it's okay. Yeah, just like I don't like asking for help. But I'll express it to you. You say you're gonna help me, cool. But I don't like trying to do that.
Actions speak louder than
Yeah.
words. Actions speak louder than words.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say sorry.
To you, I'm gonna say sorry every day. I don't care. I'm gonna say sorry every day. But no, seriously. Seriously.
Nah, how does your future husband hear that? Like,
Right.
My future husband,
Oh,
if I know him currently, I'm not gonna apologize for loving my wife who has supported me through hard times since middle school. I'm not apologizing that.
You're not gonna say sorry to?
If I know him right now, that means I know him right now. 9 times out of 10, I highly doubt that I'm marrying somebody that I knew in middle school before I knew her. But period, point blank, I take value over longevity. And she's been a person in my corner for years on end.
I respect that.
Yeah, so it don't matter.
But when you look at marriage, y'all join together as one. Right?
Yeah, and I will marry a man.
It's a joint venture.
So
What
sooner
about
or later, like he has to lead you to certain situations.
What does that have to do
No, she
with
can
my
still be,
relationship?
she can still be there. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
that,
so
you know
what are you trying to say?
I said nothing.
What are you asking?
I'm
Sit
just
down, Babu, and down, Babu.
You're not.
Solid money.
You're not.
You think you ugly, you think you could beat me. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'll take these boots off and go get a scrappy. If I like here, she not gonna let me lose.
Two against one.
Alright, we gonna beat you up. She be in the gym just like you. I
I
promise
don't want
you.
to do it. I don't want to do it.
Stop
Yeah,
letting
nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't fight it.
I will say though, like, I think
Would you put your
Maybe
hand on me?
women that
I'm
you said.
just saying.
Hey, young woman.
I think being a woman said is more difficult in certain aspects because I was just she's almost 40, still has no kids. And I'm gonna be asking her all the time, like,
After a while, it goes out.
going to grandparents
Oh,
and third,
right behind.
and I'm like, Mom, she's in Spain. Fuck them kids.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Like, granted,
She lives.
I
she has
don't
her
know
own
why
house.
that's a major
She
thing.
has a boyfriend.
I understand,
The
but I
cord
don't.
next to the door?
And I'm just like, Mom,
It's just-
if someone's right, it's right. Don't force it.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
she
it's
hasn't found a
just-
person yet.
It's
And I
consistent
think
for
for
everything.
women, it's
For
because
certain
it's
things,
like
so certain heights.
men were taught certain things.
So,
With a woman, you're taught family, nature, all the above, and I don't think that's right.
The video you sent me
And I don't think that's right. That it should be
about that podcast guy, and he was talking, and he was like, "Oh, if you look for, if you're trying to be an athlete, you're gonna go to a coach. If you want to cook, you want to be a chef.
Oh, absolutely.
So if
Yeah.
you want to be a wife, how are you gonna go to your mother who's single? Oh, I think that was a Thank you. I think that was OD
It's just
to jump that
It's
far.
just to an extent, I'll say.
And I feel like somebody said it in the comments. Not a lot of women were saying it in the comments, but so you're mad that our mothers taught us to be independent, that we can't let a man lead. But if you're not showing me leadership according to me, why am I gonna let you lead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
If you can't,
When that video I sent you,
Uh-huh.
the way he was kind of like saying it though, he was like,
It was cool until
it
you
was
said that.
it was cool until he said that.
Yeah.
But if you don't got him on, there's other ways you could find sometimes.
He didn't say you don't got a mom. He said a single
God was crazy.
can't be a wife.
Okay. All right. But
Yeah.
then, all right.
That was absurd.
It was
because
absurd.
it's like, what are you trying to say? You're mad, like I already said, and I will
Absurd.
repeat again. You're upset that women are being taught to hold their own. We can't rely on. I'm not gonna say we can't rely on men. We can. Clearly, there are 2 men sitting here that say they will lead us, that will provide for us no matter what, spoil us in whatever instincts that we have to do.
But until then.
But until then, and we get to that point.
Alright,
On the gang.
next question. Do men or women have to put more effort to attract a partner?
I'm gonna say men because
Definitely men.
I could be
I have to
wrong,
guess
but I'm gonna say men because for a woman to like you, there has to be effort,
I don't think
and effort means time,
Mhm.
which means if you want something, go for it. And most times, a woman may like you, but if it's not at the time, then what you doing with her time? Don't waste it. So it's like if you're wasting her time, that means you're just there for nothing. So I think it's more of how can we mutually agree on something and build something if nobody puts time and effort in. And most times, the man I spoke of the most effort, not most, but he's the one that put the first step in. So that way she follows and understands that, okay, this is what I want. I want you. I want this. And then if she's with it, she'll follow up.
That's true. I want to jump in on that because when you guys are talking about leading your woman, if you're not putting that initiative and backing up your words with your actions and you're not being reliable or trustworthy or transparent, I'm not going to feel comfortable enough to put myself in that feminine or soft girl era position to let you lead. You need to be consistent. Yes, you need to strike that initiative. Not saying we can't, but if you're trying to be the man of the house, you're trying to lead your woman, you're trying to lead the family, I need that initiative, I need consistency.
And we're not saying you have to be perfect.
No. That's why I said also with transparency. Like everybody goes through their stuff, and I need us to be on the same page. If I don't know what's going on with you up here, like I'm very big on mental check-ins. How have you been? How have you been physically? How has your health been? How have you been mentally? What's been going on? We need to stay on the same page. So I need all of those things to be consistent. And yes, I do feel like men, for the most part, you gotta show all that, because if you're not, and like I said, I'm intentionally dating and you're not showing that, I'm gone.
Yeah, because a lot of a lot of women these days, men hate to hear it, but women are are doing what men can do. We don't need a man to get pregnant anymore.
Nope.
We buying our houses. We're starting our families. We're doing what we want to do. I seen this black woman, not even hitting 30 yet, with 3 adopted kids. And if you know what goes into adoption, you have to have the home, you have to have the finances. They backtrack all that. So that just shows we don't need y'all to do everything. It's up to y'all if I'm not even gonna say y'all. It's up to us if we really wanna.
So you tell me you can take care of a son, like, because he needs a father.
Okay.
You feel me?
So
you need us for that.
That's a different topic. It very is. It really is.
Okay.
It really is. But I'm gonna say, for instance, I understand where even women feel like their son needs their father. Yes.
Exactly.
Even me as a female,
You need both parents.
my father has basically been 800 miles away from me, and I still feel like I needed him for certain things. Because men will sit in your face and play you. But both of my parents, my mother and my father, have taught me to never rely on a man.
Cool. But here's what I want to say. I want to say this. You don't gotta be with the partner, but you gotta be in that kid's life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta still give them some type of structure about how to be a man. Because you don't know how it is to be a man.
That's a different topic.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
I'm just trying to break it down to you.
Go ahead.
I'll back that topic.
You can't just say, you really can't just say, oh, it's women. Like,
but I don't like how you just emphasize young boys. That goes into women too. Oh, well, young ladies.
But then think about it like this.
You still need your father for that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you just said all women though.
Okay, but you brought in the kid aspect. I'm talking about adult. I'm talking about the adult women. We don't need men because we're doing everything that we need to do. The major things, buying houses, buying cars, let me not say buying kids. Getting kids. We don't need to lay down with a man to have a kid. If we wholeheartedly want our own creation, there's plenty. Sperm bank, IV, all that. All that stress is just as simple as getting pregnant. You trying to get technicalities that are non-existent because you don't feel like women should be capable of having that independence. And that goes back to the video you sent me. You can't be mad at a woman for being independent when that's all she knew. Even for me or her. Yes, we've been independent women, but when we see a man that's actually going to be behind us as a protector.
So if you saw your father doing that to your mother, wouldn't you be like, I want to do just like my father? Right?
Being a good man?
Yeah.
Yes, as a woman? Like
that's something she want to look for in her man.
But
the qualities of her father.
No. Me personally, I don't want qualities of my father. And yeah, no, my father. Anything about my father? What's that little myth? Like you marry a man that's like your father? No.
But maybe not your father, but like probably another good man that's a good role model.
Why would I want to compare my potential man to somebody else?
Well, this is based off of like the person you grew up with, like your father. If that's the main man that you've been around, and
some type of male figure that at least
no,
is still
I'm being
good.
realistic.
You don't gotta look at the negative. There's still like a positive there. You know what I'm saying?
My stepfather is a good man.
Okay.
When it comes to his kids, but he's not a good man when it comes to women. So that's what I'm saying. For me, I'm only gonna speak on me.
But you can still find a good man out there that shows you that I can find a man like that for my, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool, but if I'm gonna even make up or stir a pot of who I want, I'm going to base it off of.
I don't want you to bash men all the time.
No, I'm not bashing men. I'm speaking on experience.
We gotta come together.
I'm speaking on experience, and that's why we also have guests who speak on their experience with people. So my experience, I'm not gonna bash my father, and I'm not gonna bash my stepfather. They're good men in certain particular ways, but even if I combine them, that's not the man that I want.
I've definitely learned a lot of things that I don't want in a partner based off of what I witnessed and the experiences of my parents.
Correct.
While there are some qualities like, oh yes, I would definitely, like this is something I want in my man, I would say from my household, I learned a lot more of like what to look out for, red flags. Like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not going for that. I've seen this before and you're not about to fool me.
Yeah.
I feel like with my mentors, because I used to have a business, and my mentors that were guiding me, I was surrounded by a lot of great men and women. I learned a lot more from them what I wanted in a man than I feel like I did from my parents. So it truly does depend on who you are surrounded by.
Very true.
But that like upped my standards in a lot of ways when I got into that type of circle. And
see that makes sense. So I probably would say that too, because if I know, I'm gonna use myself as an example. So I know my parents are not really like cool like that, right? So I still like the aspect of it, but I'm still gonna look for another figure to be like, you know what? There's still hope for me out there.
Like I don't like that comment when men say, "Oh, like you're similar to my mother." Yeah, I'm a nurturer. I'm a provider as well as a woman, but
she's supposed to have her own.
Yeah.
I think the problem is people try to identify too much with stuff they know that's familiar. Because me personally, like there are things that my mom does that other people do have that I enjoy, but I'm not going to compare you to my mom in the sense of,
it's right down here.
No,
it's right there.
You're like my mom, you're this, you're that. It wasn't like that. Blah, 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 blah. Because now it's like, I don't want to look for my mother in you, because you're not her. But
you
there are
characteristics,
right? But I put the issue is people try so hard to do like a copy and paste, and everybody is a rare person in their own way. Everybody's a one-on-one.
Expectations too.
because I have a tattoo that says rare on my hand because I'm a one-on-one. You feel me? So you look for stuff, it's only for you and them.
To closing everything, this is the question of the day. This is what we're doing on TRUTHSERUM podcast, you feel me? The question of the day, guys. At the end of the day, right, are women expected to bring more to the table now, or is that still a man's role?
Expected women are expected to bring more to the table now, but compared to like back in the day, like no, that's where courting is coming into play. Like, oh yeah, I'm bringing you goats, cows, and I'm initiating this relationship. But nowadays, men are asking what you're bringing to the table. Like,
I don't like that.
As a real female,
I don't like that.
how do you feel about that question?
I think it depends on how the man views his role. There's still a lot of men that are still very traditional. I feel like especially out of the country, foreign men are not thinking like that. They are like, I'm the providers and that's that. I think it's a little different here, and it depends on your mindset of the role of a woman. If you view yourself as that provider, like, then you're gonna do what you need to do. But in this economy, I understand like it's helpful when both people are bringing in the income. But I need the roles to be realistic, because there's no way I'm the wife. Let's say you view me as the nurturer, the one who protects the home or cleans up the home. I'm taking care of the kids. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning, and also working. If you're working from home, there's no way I'm coming home at 6 and you didn't cook, or you expect me to cook and you've been here for 5 hours, and then expect me to still clean up after the kids, bathe them, put them to sleep, feed them, put them to sleep, and you're just there because you're the provider and I take care of the house.
Yeah,
No.
that's why I feel like gender roles have to be equal in my household. Like, if you want me to work, obviously you're working. So that means when we get into this house, everything has to be divided. From even throwing out the trash can and where trash that men feel like, oh yeah, men are supposed to throw out the trash. No, if 9 no, I'm saying me. If we're both working 9 to 5s, I come in and see the trash is not taken out, I'm gonna take the trash out. So just the same way you see laundry needs to be done, you go ahead and put it in the washer. I'll take it out the dryer and fold it. It has to be equal.
Here's what I want to say.
If that's what you want.
I think though, men should take out the trash.
I agree.
That's simple. I think that's because me personally, I don't want my woman to pick up no trash and feels like she's dirty, this, that, and third. I don't mind doing that. The laundry thing, I don't mind doing that either, but me personally, I would like a woman to do it because y'all are like good and like.
I feel like it's 50-50 for the household if I'm working.
Like I think about it like this because maybe I'm not folding it correctly and y'all probably will have a problem with that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I care more about the thought and the fact that you actually.
Okay, all right. See, then that's good for me.
Like
that's
even laundry, that's a bare necessity that
like I said, you put it in the washer. I'm gonna take it out, put it in the dryer, and I'm a folder. The fact that you took the initiation to put it in the washer. Thank you, boo. Even though you just messed up the darts. If they all blue.
Why you gotta say that though?
I'm still give you kisses. I'm gonna put the pussy on. Like you really went out your way. You really went out your way to really do this. It's the initiation. You can always learn. Yeah, and that's where that whole TikTok trend was going on, where it was like, it's a word before incompetence. Like, it's like you do something, but you don't do it to the full extent. I forgot the trend.
You half-assed it.
Like, literally, that's what men do. Like, hey, babe, can you wash the dishes? You go see the dishes, and there's still food in the dishes. What? What? Or there's a couple dishes left.
I love washing dishes, bro.
Oh, that's dirty.
I love washing dishes.
I actually hate washing dishes. I think those are my... Washing dishes and mopping the floor are my 2 top things that I need.
Easiest thing, bro.
What I do with you?
I always had those old raggedy mops that I gotta really sit at the top. Yeah. No, the old head ones with the wooden end, like you're not changing it, you're buying a new one.
Alright, so you know what you can do? But at that time, you can get you a Swiffer and things like that. Like,
Our parents were buying Swiffers.
but
We're the new parents.
we're the new parents.
New adults.
Yeah, but when I grow up here, I guess it's gonna be different because I have to do these things. But right now, if I don't have to mop the floor, baby, can you please mop the floor? Baby, please. Like, you know I hate it. You gonna do it for me? Thank you. You just made my day.
I do agree with you. So that, like, I feel like these days, I feel like women gotta bring more. Not that they should, but I think it's because a lot of men, I will say now, they've been played a lot. So I think now they're understanding, like, what I'm doing wrong, I can't get somebody that's equally as me. Because I know for me, I'm always the giver. I like to go out, hey, let's come together, let's do this, X, Y, and Z, let's go shopping. Not even if it's big shopping, just let's go to the mall, buy some items, cool, dinner, whatever. It feels good to have somebody that does the same back.
And also, too, can I say
So I
this?
think for us men, we want that.
We don't like flowers. I'm allergic.
I like candles. When they candle, I'm all for it. Give me a candle, I'm a candle.
I ain't trying to burn out my house. Just give me some air freshener. That's it.
So I think for us, it's more so that
You gonna come save my house when it's burning like you a firefighter? What are you talking about? Why everybody like?
I just think for us,
Because when my shit burns, who gonna pay for it? Dang. Okay, alright, okay.
I'm trying to be realistic, and that's not even realistic.
I'm just saying, shit happens.
I just think for us,
So if it burns, I best believe I want to see you
Put
put your little vest on and get busy. You want to be a firefighter and all.
Oh my God! Oh, please!
We went from a gift of a candle to being
firefighters, like, how did we get here?
you were Wayne. I just think for us men, we just want somebody to appreciate us for the same way.
In peace.
Because the thing is, most times there's a lot of men who give, don't get shit with her.
Absolutely.
So I think now I'm thinking like, okay, I know I got these aspects. I know I can do these things for you, but what you doing for me? Not in the sense of let's have sex or whatever.
That's also self-respect. Like, you need to know
But it's
yourself
like,
and
I
know
think
when
now
to give that.
there's
To wrap this
standards.
up, before we like really conclude, I just seen a woman speak on that on TikTok, and she was like, period, point blank, regardless of it, we're selling it. You have to agree.
No.
No, because look, a guy gave the prime example. You take a shorty out on 11 dates, and the 11th date she gave it up. You spent for those 11 dates just to get the cooch.
Sometimes
You selling it.
And
Yeah, like you're regardless, relationship, situation, exactly.
That should be free.
Dang, I might be saying it wrong. Somebody in the comments said, like, my mama used to say, like, it's not for sale, but it's not for free.
It's negotiation.
There you go. But you're still selling it, no matter how you want to say it.
It's leverage.
I think for us men, though, we just came to a point where it's like, I'm always the giver, I'm this, that, third,
I want my cake.
I'm constantly,
That's it.
taking care of somebody.
And I eat it too.
Why can't I do that same back? So I think that's why, like, it's not that we require y'all to do more, but more so we want that same effort that we put into y'all. Like, the same way I decide to just put nails on
You know what I do.
the same way I go to
Yeah, I don't necessarily like that though. Like, as a
small shit,
female,
because I'm very much of, oh, hey, let's go out today. Let's grab some food. Let's talk. Let's chill. Let's third, hey, get your nails done, toes done. I'm with all that. But then it's like, you see, I'm looking rough. No haircut, no retwist.
oh baby, I'm gonna pay for
And
that.
it's been 2-3 months.
I think you looking
It's been
sharp.
2-3 months. Just because I'm woofing, I got nothing to
You
do.
should know off
And
Yeah.
attention.
you
Your
ain't
comments tell
asked
me
me
he woke, and I'm
one.
gonna give you that time, but
You ain't asked
You
me
say you ready
one
for a haircut?
time and say,
yeah.
you know what? Here, I'm getting a haircut, no retwist. So
I
I
said
think,
about my shorty, that's my man. You not coming behind me.
so I
looking
think
crazy.
for us, it's more so we want that same love back that we give y'all. Like, it's not that you gotta bring the whole table. Just bring the chair and a plate. That's it. Because I'm open to open shorty as much as I can and being that guy if you allow me to be that guy. But I can't be that guy if you're not that girl. You feel me?
I like how you said, as a woman, bring the chair and the table.
No, just bring the chair and a plate.
The chair and the plate.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. As a female, I feel like as a man being the provider, I'm bringing myself. Just like you pull out the chair for me, provide the chair.
Yeah,
You don't bring
But
that.
no, I'll bring the plate
If you
because
eat
traditionally women make the plate for the men. So I will bring the plate.
So
I can say that.
I'm
I
about
can
to
say
say you not
that.
bringing nothing else.
Yeah, no, I'll bring the plate.
If you,
You better bring other things too.
But I'm bringing myself. I feel like that's enough.
Also,
That's enough.
look, if
That's it. Just yourself.
If I eat, you
Funny as hell, bro.
Like, it's funny as hell, bro. If I eat,
You not bringing no gift for me or something.
and I feel like if we back locked in,
First date?
when you eat, I
That's
eat. If
how
we back locked in,
Let me ask you,
if we back
Mom.
locked in,
Have you ever brought a gift for a man on the first date?
hell no.
I've actually wanted to try that to see how that goes.
I did
But I
flowers.
haven't gotten a gift.
I did
for-
flowers.
Yeah,
That's your
I like.
love language.
Yeah. So since you're saying that,
What's
do you feel like as a man you have to tweak? I'm not gonna say change. Tweak your love language. Let's say you're gift giving, but you're not. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I can't use that as an example. But
Because
let's
of
just
this.
say you're dealing with a woman who's not gift giving. She's quality time and words of affirmation.
Okay.
Do you expect her? Okay, you're gonna take that, but you, Carl,
What?
do you expect her to tweak it a little bit because like you like gifts?
Sometimes.
Yeah, switch it
Yeah,
up.
because most people love the way they want to be loved. They love in their love language.
Word.
And the more and more you get to know that person, yeah, I'm gonna adjust, especially if I want to be with you. I'm gonna adjust to make sure I'm feeling your If I know you like gifts, I'm gonna put in that effort to give you a gift.
But are you adjusting to the point where you're not even recognizing yourself?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Because what I'm doing, I expect you to in return. Because just like I can have two different love languages, like words of affirmation and quality time, he could be gift giving and acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be interchangeable. What you want to see, you better be giving me what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm adjusting.
It just all has to be intentional. Like I'm the same type. Like I'm quality time. I'm physical touch and words of affirmation. So it's like I like setting things up. I like going out and having fun and getting to know you. But if I feel like you're not giving that back, it's gotten to a point where I'm not giving that 100% unless I see you reciprocate. And that's a great way to protect yourself and just knowing your self-worth. Like, why am I putting out all this energy and effort and time and you're giving me less than 1% of that back?
One more question for you saying about the 100%. I'm the type of person, I give everybody 100%, even when I first time meeting them, and then I deduct it. Are you? Yeah, that goes for anybody. As friend, relationship wise, you start at 100 and you go down.
So we got it now.
You never did anything to me, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna still keep it at 100 because yeah, I was about to say. No, I didn't really think about it because of how you were saying things to me. But at the end of the day, I know I'm rough around the edges, so you really have to, like, you know, Destiny, you are kind of mean, so just tone it down. But I feel like for me, I don't intentionally be trying to be mean. It's the way you, like, that's how you reciprocate it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll apologize. I don't apologize because maybe you need to take it to heart. I'm trying to tell you about yourself. If you don't want to listen, cool, whatever. But I'm sorry that you felt like it was in a rude manner. But back to the question at hand, are you guys like that? You start at 100 or you start at 0 and work your way up?
I think it's a mix of both. Like I have my walls up at first because
it depends on the situation.
Yeah, and the first time I'm meeting you, like I'm feeling you out. I'm seeing how you are. If this is something I want to continue. Now,
this goes for friends too.
For friends, yeah. For friends, I'm gonna give you 100% who I am. And if I don't feel like you're reciprocating that back, I dial it down a little. I'm gonna give you the same energy you're giving me. I'm not, because there's been plenty of times where I've constantly given 100%, or just 100% of just who I am, and time and time again, you're taking advantage of that. Or when I need you, I'm always there for you, but when I need you, I don't feel like I can rely on you. Yeah. That is not fair to me in any type of way. Yeah. So that's fine. I'm gonna give that energy to those who deserve it and those who are willing to reciprocate. And then whatever you give me, I'm going to give you. Yeah. I'm not about to sit here and look like a fool or feel like how I look at you as a friend, you don't see me. Yeah. And then still give you that? No. So what about your meter? How does it work?
Relationships, I think it depends, because most relationships don't start off as always in person. Like people that might be on Instagram or something, you might get the vibe or whatever. So I think it depends on how we meet, how things start. So sometimes it could be 0, sometimes it could be 100, but I think it just depends on the vibe. But friendship bonds, I always give 100 until I feel like I can't give you that. Because like as she said, I'm there for you all the time, but I need you to pull up or just come through or just something, you're not there. I guess you go down. Like I just had to somebody, I want to say early this year. I was like, bro, like this not gonna work. You need me, I'm there. When I just want to talk to someone or anything happens to me, you're not around. And they feel like I was tripping. And it was like, oh, nah, you wilding it up. I'm like, nah, I just hooked you all this other shit. And now you're acting like it just don't matter. So it goes both ways.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say bye.
Nah.
Toodles.
You gotta say
oh, toodles.
That's not me. You feel me?
But I also used to say this, keep that same energy, bro. That's it.
No, but
I'll keep it right back.
My issue is
I'll give it right back.
My problem I be having though, I'm sometimes
I can't keep that same energy. If
I
don't like you, I don't like you.
I'm sometimes such a different person because I see my mom do it a lot, where she's so forgiving that I do that. And I had to realize like not everybody deserves those 2 chances.
Very true.
Don't always need
Baby.
I know who I am as a person, but who are you to me? That to the point where I feel like I need to give you my all when you give me nothing but asset. You feel me? So I've had to understand that. It took time to understand that, but me being older now, just in 26, like last year or so, I'm understanding this shit like way different now. And I understand everybody isn't always deserving of 100%.
Everybody is not who you expect them to be. Common sense isn't common.
To everybody. Amen to that.
It's not even everybody. Common sense is not common.
Amen
It's not, and it's very clear. It's sad. And it is like, I'd be like, damn, am I wrong? But then I had to lock in with the homeboys because, you know, you guys take things a little bit lighter than us females. Once I talk to my homeboys and they're like, yeah, you're not tripping. All right, wrap it up.
Having a good homeboy is always the best because we tell you shit out.
But that goes back into our conversation. You feel as if we can't have homeboys. Yeah. And I understand. Every guy wants a chance with you. But baby, if I tell you you don't got a chance with me and you're respecting those boundaries, I don't care what you're thinking. Oh yeah, when she leave her nigga, she gonna give me a chance. I said what I said, and it's not gonna change.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
You over here trying to figure out KK or not for real? Like,
It matters. What are you talking about?
How are you gonna figure it out, Bob?
Because I need to know how far are you? How far are
You gonna be all on it like, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I need to know what's your length. How big are you? What?
You
Are you that? Let me know.
How are you gonna do it though? Look, come on, run it by me. Run it by me.
I'm not gonna speak for them. I'm not gonna speak for them.
Bruh, they go with you with the bottom. Oh.
If you are what you are, you know what I'm saying?
Get over.
Are you bending or taking bending?
Who's doing the bending? What Janet Jackson say?
Who's first? How about that?
Who's doing the bending?
First. How about that?
Gay niggas scrap too. Gay niggas scrap too.
Everybody always
What you talking about, nigga?
go for that. No, sir, Steve. I'm ready to fight. I think you want to catch the fade. Like, he's on the whole gay show, but he ain't gay.
Well, he's bored.
All I gotta say is you can't stop a bullet. You can't stop a bullet, bro. That's all I gotta say. All right?
There you go. That's why Aaron the plumber, he said, I feel like we need to fight it out instead of dying over it. Yeah, fight it out.
You the problem.
You're the problem.
You the problem.
You over here trying to get guns, now show you really the protectors. Come on.
But homeboy, that's your brother. All right, cool. That's your brother.
You gonna test the water?
Yep.
Who goes to the water? You?
No, you.
No, that's you gay. That's your business.
You gotta do is flirt with him a little bit.
He's not gonna answer my question, y'all. He never gonna really find out if they gay or not. Just leave him alone.
No, because a lot of people this is my problem.
Okay.
My problem is this. You're so-called, that's my bestie, that's my bestie. Okay, cool. Right? So I say this. You're gay, right? Alright, so if I bring the guy here, go ahead, shoot your shot.
I'm a psycho. Then what?
So what? You're gay. You like this, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
You think you don't have a type?
Like, come on.
Please cut that out, Jay. Please cut that out.
As straight,
He said it 3 times.
As gay,
That's what I'm saying.
That's his stance.
All right, back it up.
you have a type.
You have the LGBTQ shut us down. I don't think me calling her my wife is enough for the comments you made. Please shut this down.
We're not dating
The LGBTQ don't play.
We're not dating fair. So we might.
It's one call. It's millions of LGBTQ.
All right. So we can cancel. We're not disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. By any means. Tell me, keep this going. I love it here.
He's not trying to get us canceled for real. The wrong person gonna come across our shit with that comment, bro. They gonna blow this shit up for the wrong reason.
That
We
nigga
gonna
right
be standing
there.
in front of the couch like, I'm so sorry for the comments that we made.
No, he's
No,
sorry.
yeah, you. I'm still behind this. It's always PJ, so we're gonna have to take account for
I guess
that.
I'm in this too because I'm on fire.
It just.
It's too late. It's already.
No, PJ, you better do some great ass editing for this.
Y'all got 50 episodes.
We can't. We gotta make it to 50. We gotta make it to 50.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
Nah.
Carl was already on blast.
Yo,
they going to second.
Only speaking the truth.
Yo, BJ got memes for days for this episode. You're getting
Yeah.
Gay, bro.
You're canceled.
But being gay don't mean you have no stereotype type. That's how us men have
Listen,
the
I
type.
don't understand what they got going on. That's their business, all right?
And it's out their business. Leave them alone. Leave them be
That's kid.
No,
You don't be any shit. You don't really kiss.
yeah, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Yeah,
He ain't get no sponsorship.
All right, guys. So that's it for the 46th episode of the True Serum podcast. I am happy to have my lovely wife and our new guest on our episode today. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you guys, like you said earlier, are checking back into our latest episodes, and we'll see you back here for this episode. Bye!